Hi, welcome to AZ Radio's review series. Purchasing online can be really scary, especially for those who are trying out for the first time to buy from a new seller. This series will help you decide where to buy and where to put your money on. And hopefully, this review series will also help our pawn shops or dear sellers to improve their services. Good service means a lot of revenues. Today, let's talk about my latest purchase from Bloom with Grace. This is actually my second purchase, and it's only now that I decided to make a review because I'd like to check consistency. But note, this is not a paid review, and I am in no way connected to Bloom with Grace. So let's start. For our review, I will use 6 criteria. 1. Payment methods. 2. Packaging. 3. Actual size versus advertised size. 4. Customer service. 5. Plant health. And 6. Size versus price. Now, let's begin with the payment methods. It is important that the seller offers a variety of payment methods because buyers have different payment preferences. Not only that, considering the demographics of succulent buyers in the Philippines, some do not have access to online banking, or are too far for remittance centers, or have no clue at all on how to use the other methods. For Bloom with Grace, she offers 2 payment methods. This wasn't a problem on my purchase because luckily, the bank she's using is the bank I'm using for my online purchases. Too bad for those who have or who use a different bank as they will be charged for transferring an amount to another bank. But what's good about this is a first-time buyer will not be suspicious that the seller is a fraud because he uses a bank transfer as a payment method. BWG may consider adding more payment methods in the future. Now let's talk about packaging. Succulent sellers in general has upped their game in terms of packaging, and Bloom with Grace is no exemption. As you can see, the plants were securely wrapped with tissue paper and an inner covering to fully protect the plant during transit. And not only that, they also use sticker seal. As a result, there are no signs of damage in the plant during transit. In this department, Bloom with Grace did an excellent job. Some say that size doesn't matter, but for most in the succulent world, size does hugely matter. When buyers paid much, they'd expect a size that fits the amount they paid for. The advertised size of the plant I purchased from Bloom with Grace is 12 centimeters. So, we performed a size test to see if they are true to their claim. Our test shows that the plant is indeed 12 centimeters. I also have to mention that I commend online plant shops who indicate the size of the plant. There are sellers though who uses a coin or other objects, or a ruler to show the size of the plant. You must remember that there are buyers who are not good at estimating sizes. rulers placed near the plant is not also as accurate as directly placing the actual measurement, as it is affected by the angle when the photo was shot. This usually causes disappointment on the part of the buyers who expects a larger size. Some plant shop owners will argue that it's too taxing to be measuring 1,000 plants if they'll do what I just suggested. But business is hard work. If you work hard for your clients, they'll be happy and satisfied, which is equated to revenue. But this is just a suggestion. I have nothing against shops who do not place the size of their plants in text. As for bloom with grace, the shop passed the actual size versus advertised size test with flying colors. Next up is customer service. Customer service is the provision of service before, during, and after purchase. In the case of Bloom with Grace, they ace this aspect. They're polite and respectful in dealing with my questions and odd requests like trying to change one plant in a posted set. While other sellers see this as rude, Bloom with Grace was polite enough to decline my request at first, but made an adjustment so I can buy the plant that I want. They are also very prompt in their replies, and to top that, they sent my parcel first, then informed me that they already paid for the shipping fee and requested me to just transfer the money. That's trust. Another plus for this shop is the free variegated elephant bush that came with my Echeverria colorata ice. In my first purchase, I also got a free Graptopetalum Ellen. This is not a requirement though for plant shops, but I have to commend Bloom with Grace for going the extra mile. It is also evident that their customers are very satisfied with the services, as seen in the reviews posted in their page and in some other plant groups. So for customer service, Bloom with Grace did an excellent job. Next, plant health. I've inspected the colorata after unboxing and noticed mushy lower leaves, with the watery substance spreading in some of the healthy leaves. But luckily, the shipment only took less than 72 hours from Rizal province to my location. I also noticed that there's a spot on one of the leaves. I'm not sure if this is fungus, but it appears to me that the plant got it from the nursery of origin and not when the plant was under the care of the plant shop. But aside from that, I can't help but get mesmerized by the color and how plump the leaves are. Plus, there are new roots sprouting, which makes establishing this plant an easy peasy. So for plant health, I think Bloom with Grace did a good job. And finally, size versus the price. Most succulent buyers always look into the size of the plant and how it fits their budget. So when they spot a plant shop selling large-sized succulents at a reasonable price, they'll thoughtlessly buy the plant. But of course, I'm not saying that a small-sized succulent have to be sold at the bargain price. We also have to remember that pricing doesn't depend only on size, but also on the origin of the plant and its rarity, which covers variegation or mutation. But since the plant I bought where I based this review is not rare and does not have variegation or mutation, the size of 12 centimeters for a price of 590 pesos is already an excellent buy. So for this test, Bloom with Grace passed with an excellent mark. So, having weighed in all 6 criteria, should I recommend Bloom with Grace or not? If you are a succulent collector who finds joy in watching their plant grow and are very meticulous with the initial appearance of the plant they buy, then this is not the shop for you, as most of their plants are medium-sized and up. But if you like larger plants sold at a lower price and you put weight on excellent customer service, honesty, and good packaging, then they are the right one for you. So my verdict? I recommend Bloom with Grace. I hope though that they'll offer more payment method options in the future and up their system in quality control.
That's it for this edition of AZ Radio Review Series. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and hit that notification bell if you haven't done yet. Till next time.